I'm talking about events where you as leaders will probably be going, or your Christmas parties coming up. Here's the reality. Based on the statistics I gave you, most people have make me feel important inside their head. They really want to engage, and maybe they don't know. They haven't learned how. And so when you go over to, here's a tip, find the wallflower in the room. Find that person that you can tell is either shy or doesn't want to be there, or is very introverted, or doesn't have anything to say, they don't think. You now know that you do. That's the person you go over and start talking to. They will be so grateful, and you never know what kind of a gem you have just uncovered and unearthed. I could give you lots of stories.
I would never thought of that.
Has that happened to any of you?
I'm the person in the corner. Me too.
Okay, but have you engaged with someone that you find out is just, you're so glad you did, and they were over there? What? Give me a story, somebody. Where you started talking to somebody that was really shy, and they didn't make the first move, and you got a wonderful conversation out of it. Or maybe a new friend. Anybody? I'll tell you one that happened a few years ago, maybe it'll trigger your memory, which was going to a wine tasting in Napa Valley, and there was a literally a deformed man over in the corner. One foot was so much shorter that he really had a hard time even standing, but it was a cocktail party, so he was. He was over in the corner, and I did go right over and start talking to him. Well, he had, first of all, he had a wine collection of thousands, obviously he had money, of bottles of fine wine. He was an expert in every vintner in Napa Valley. He was a judge in Las Vegas. He had homes all over the world. You think I uncovered a gem?
Yes.
And no one else was talking to him. And we sat down and had dinner together, and then he invited us to a very special tasting that he had set up that no one else could go to. He had to be a person that knew all those wines and the vintners. And my husband and I got to join him. So does that trigger some thoughts? So here's the point. The more you give of yourself in conversation, the more you're going to get. So as you said, even though it's not comfortable, we're going to learn some ways to get yourself out there. All right, so let's keep going and do that. So here are some of the traits, if you think about people you know that are good socializers. Get somebody in mind. Either they've learned to be, or they just seem very comfortable in socializing. They probably, how many of you said, I've got a positive attitude? That's one thing I have. All right? They have a positive attitude, and it shows, right? They come prepared. What do I mean by that? All right, so you got your psychology going here. You're feeling good because you've got something of value to give to somebody if they meet you. And you are prepared. What do I mean? Be prepared when you go to these events. So what would that look like?
Have your business cards.
Have some talking points. Have some business cards. And what could the talking points be?
The topic of what the event is.
Okay, let's talk about safe topics and not safe topics. And what did you say is a safe topic?
Whatever the event is, things about that event.
Absolutely. So, give me a question. You're going, what's literally something you're going to coming up? Take a real situation. Is there a party coming up?
Christmas
Socially?
party,
Christmas
yeah.
party.
What?
Christmas party on Monday.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Monday. All right. And will there be a lot of people you don't know?
Yeah.
It's a big building.
It is a big building. Okay. How many people are in this building? Do you know?
970 for the last count.
Likely you'll have some strangers.
974.
Wow. So round up to
counting.
1,000 people. Okay. So come on, you're the leaders in this room. What's something you can walk up and feel comfortable asking as a question to start engaging? And listen up carefully. Socializing, keep that thought. Socializing is playing tennis. How many of you play tennis? Ever did?
I did it.
How many of you know the game? Okay. The game is, I throw the ball to you, and you don't keep it too long. You lob it back to me. And then I lob it back, right? And it's a game of two-way conversation. That's the point. How can we do that? So to get the ball going across the court, this is your party. There's 1,000 people. Somebody is in there you don't know. What can you walk up and say to somebody or ask?
Their names and their department.
Okay, good. That starts it, right?